would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. And the world is going wild when they come for you. And the river's running dry when it all falls through. Don't you worry about a thing, baby, I got you. Yeah, baby, I got you.
Hello, my royal diamonds. Thank you so much for tuning into the Duchess of Success podcast. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment on the video to help the algorithm find us. It is my pleasure to bring you all of the royal tea, honey. And if you would like to donate to the channel, please check out the links in the description box. All of your donations help to keep the channel running. Thank you for your support, and remember, you don't need a crown to be royal. We are all queens. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Thursday podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. For the first time in royal history, BBLs have entered the royal discourse. This is just how crazy this whole situation is getting. And did I not say a couple of days ago that by behaving the way that they are behaving, the way the royal household and the press are behaving, they are inviting all of these weird conspiracy theories. And someone came into my DMs the other day and said that, it was beneath me to, engage in conspiracy chatter when it's the general public, not even the royal space or anyone in the royal space or the Sussex squad. It's the general public that's out here doing BBL memes and asking, is Kate Middleton gone because she was getting a BBL? So take it to the general public if you think that type of chatter is beneath us, because we didn't start that. On a more serious note, though, it is getting more and more weird as the days go on. What day are we on now? We are on what, 63, 64? I mean, this lady has basically been Shelley miscavaged. We don't know where she is. They are being very wishy-washy. You had William out today. He was uh speaking at some kind of engagement, and oh wait, no, sorry, it was an he was no, sorry, he was I think he was meeting with Jewish students. And okay, now sorry, now I've remembered. He was meeting with Jewish students, and they were having a conversation about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And he said, um, well, sorry, I can't actually remember exactly what he said, but he referred to both him and Kate. So he said both Catherine and I feel very concerned, or something along those lines. And I'm wondering if, because he released his last statement without Catherine, he just released it by himself. I'm wondering if he felt like he had to say both Catherine and I feel concerned. But he was out today making an appearance um and looking a little bit more put together than he has been. There was no swaying, although he was sitting down. And I still want an explanation as to what that was. What was going down with that? New nickname, Sway Sway. Anywho, before we really get into the royal news today, because there's a little bit of stuff to go through, I just had to bring this up because this has been going viral, and people have even been making Kate Middleton memes about this. Have y'all seen this trending? Some scam artists or scam artists got together and thought that they were gonna pull this nonsense. So there was a Willy Wonka experience, immersive experience that was advertised. I believe this was in Scotland that this happened. And parents showed up with their kids and they were met with this. I mean, they didn't even try. I'm assuming at the bottom there we can see stripes. That was meant to be, I don't know, as a silly corridor. You know, when you walk through the corridors and the hall of mirrors and you feel confused. I mean, this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Having said that, Damien Hirst could probably do something like this and they'd call it art. So, you know, are these really scam artists? Maybe this is just art. And then he had this a rather unhappy looking lady here doing what I think is meant to be experiments. I want to know how much they paid the actors to show up to this thing, because this is just wild. What you saw on Shein.com, this is how they advertised it, by the way. What you saw, what you got. What you saw online, what you paid for, what you got when you got when you got there. AI generated joy, the reality. By the way, there's also video if you go on Twitter, and the video is worse. Oh dear. Anyway, on to royal news. Let's stop with the jokes now. Meghan was on the cover of Hello Mag in Canada. Meghan's comeback, baby, she never went away. Meghan's rise, continuous rise, more like. They also had Thomas Kingston on the cover of Hello Canada. Does anyone in Canada know who Thomas Kingston was? I don't know. But the inquest into what happened with him has been opened. Not that, regardless of what it is, I think we'll get a full explanation. because they do tend to be quite hush hush about these things. But I still find it quite strange that the British media went out of their way. Three royal Rotarats, three of the big ones, mind you, Richard Eden, Rebecca English, and Roy Anika, went out of their way to let us know that Prince William's absence from King Constantine's memorial service had nothing to do with this death. All right, that's that. I will go to your comments and then we'll get on to the next thing. And also, guys and dolls, as we move forward, be prepared for royal Rotarats and those in the British media to start suffering from amnesia and varying recollections. I said this at the very start of my podcast almost 2 years ago. I said, the moment it becomes more profitable to throw the other royals under the bus than it is to protect them, the media will turn. And that is essentially what is happening. You had this on the cover of the Daily Fail today. What is going on with the royals? And that's Richard Kay, by the way. And then you also had Amanda Patel saying that we don't want lecturing about Gaza, William. We want to know what's going on with Kate. You've had several American publications now in the last 24 hours. People, Bazaar, Vogue, all asking, where is Kate? So the American media are chiming in. And they all know that this is the story. And some of them probably do know what's going on and they are itching to talk. Because they are losing control over the narrative. The smear campaign against Harry and Meghan is slowly beginning to wear thin. And so what other choice do they have when people are now itching to know exactly what is going on with the other royals? As soon as it becomes more profitable to throw the others under the bus than it is to protect them, you will begin to see the turn. I said that, and it's happening. And this is what happens when you make a deal with the devil. It's never going to be a deal where you can win. Oh dear. All right, I'm just gonna go through your comments. I mean, the ghetto. Basically, I mean, when you got Prince, where's that picture? Where is it now? I mean, you got Prince Andrew smiling away at a memorial service. Janisa, experimental art. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was experimental art. I'm telling you, Damien Hirst could do that and they'd call it genius. And it would be worth millions. Pen Dizzy, what is this? It's art, darling. It's experimental art. They gave the kids one jelly bean each. Can you imagine if you showed up to this with your kids? Yeah, it was $45 per ticket. Absolutely awful. Oh, oh yeah, the scripts are probably AI generated as well. Sonia, it was reported that Thomas Kingston was found at another address from where he resides. Oh, okay. Very interesting. Yes, Pendizzy, they are crumbling without the Queen. She was keeping it all together. Or at least people were maintaining a certain level of respectability when she was alive. And now they feel that they don't need to maintain that level of respectability anymore. And so the shield that was protecting this whole institution is now gone. Oh, thank you to. Had some donations. One sec. Thank you to Kat Harlem. Thank you for the 5 copies, much appreciated, and thank you so much to Andrea A. Your continued donations are so much appreciated, everyone. As I wait for this appeal. Pen Dizzy, one jelly for you, no jelly for you. We need to laugh sometimes. Okay, on to the next thing. But yeah, sorry, I forgot to say, lovely picture of Meghan on the cover of Hello Canada, and that of course was her at the Invictus Games. Right, on to the situation with the car chase in New York, which has now been confirmed, and we all knew it was the truth, because why would Harry and Meghan lie, was indeed a car chase and was indeed very dangerous. And we are now looking at 2 arrests. Now, I want to read this from the City of New York. And they have decided that, yes, Harry and Meghan will get increased security when they are in New York. And how embarrassing that this would come out. And it's now been, or we had the ruling that Harry cannot have security from the UK government. Sorry, armed security that he was looking for. So I'm just gonna just hang on a sec. I'm just gonna read out the letter. I just need to get it up on my phone. So this is from the City of New York, Chief of Intelligence. Dear Superintendent, the New York City Police Department wishes to make you aware of certain changes to the security posture that will be affected to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in light of the security incident that took place on May 16th, 2023 in New York City. We conducted a thorough review of the incident, and although no formal charges were brought against parties involved at the time, we did conclude that the behavior in question was reckless as a result redacted, beginning with an upcoming trip in the coming weeks. For your awareness, we have briefly summarized the results of the incident below, and we are available to answer any questions you may have as a result. After conducting extensive interviews with the responding NYPD personnel, as well as additional individuals employed by a private security company, reviewing the live video and still camera footage, and reviewing open source media to include social media posts, as well as documented media coverage, we found the following. Reckless disregard of vehicle and traffic laws and persistently dangerous and unacceptable behavior on the part of paparazzi during the night in question. The individuals operated vehicles, scooters, and bicycles in a manner that forced the security team, which included an NYPD-led car, to take evasive actions on several occasions and a long route to avoid being struck by pursuing vehicles or trapped on side blocks. Now, remember, they were circling for almost 2 hours. Our conclusion upon review with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office is that we have sufficient evidence to arrest 2 individuals for reckless endangerment. Cannot wait for the day that we see those people being dragged into a courthouse, and then from the courthouse dragged into a jail. Because it is going to prove it was going to prove to all the haters Harry and Meghan were not lying. We knew they weren't lying. TMZ themselves confirmed this. And it was also confirmed by others in the area. The Breakfast Club, they had their podcast near the area where this happened. And even they confirmed of the absolute mayhem that was going on. And I'm sure at some point we will probably see that footage. Miss Levy, it all started to go down here when Charles cussed out his pen. Yeah. The pen wasn't having it, and he's decided to have his revenge on Charles.
I just had to put, is it September 12th?
13, sir.
Oh God, I'm the wrong date. 13?
Yes, sir.
You said 12 earlier.
Where did I put the 12th? I was something 10. Oh God, I hate this.
Oh, look, it's going everywhere. Hang on. Has anybody got it on? Oh, look, it's everywhere.
That was the second time, by the way, that he cussed out his pen. There was also another cussing out incident where he was shooing away one of the royal servants when he had to sign the papers in front of the cameras. Dear oh dear. Yes, Ladybird, Princess Diana is delivering Karma personally this year. The horse consort should get ready. Oh, listen, Karma is just there, twiddling her fingers, rocking back and forth, trying to think of the most creative way to get back at Camilla. Moonton, you said the royal family is like family members loosening their clothing after Christmas dinner. All of the unattractive features spill out. Yeah, it's like it really just, I mean, it's been going downhill since the Queen passed away. But it's like after Christmas, it's just been like, whew, what is going on? Okay. So let's move things swiftly along. So yeah, it looks really bad on the British government and the royals that you have a foreign police force in the US saying, listen, there's a real danger here, despite all the evidence that Harry and Meghan are clearly in danger. Even former Met chief, there was that interview with that former Met chief officer who made it very clear that there was a danger. There are people in jail for threatening Harry and Meghan. And in the end, I don't think that even if they things had gone Harry's way, that Harry is safe. And I think we all know that. I don't think the Met Police, and you've had several Met Police officers being arrested for those disgusting text messages of Meghan and Harry, and also other disgusting text messages, racially motivated, violent text messages. These are the people who would be protecting Harry and Meghan. So I think we all know that Harry and Meghan, even if this had gone Harry's way, are not safe in the UK. They're just not. These people, they can't be trusted. But the good thing about all of this is that they can never say that Harry turned down security. They did not want to give him security. And let's not forget this. King Charles justifies the government preventing his son from having security by arguing that a successful attack on Prince Harry would not significantly disturb the British public. Sir James said it was simply incorrect to suggest that there is no evidence that the issue of impact was considered, adding the death of Diana, Princess of Wales, Harry's mother, was raised as part of the decision. He added, Ravik gave greater weight to the impact on state functions being lessened as a result of the change over likely significant public upset were there a successful attack on Harry to take place. They have really got to be kidding themselves. Now, I don't know if they actually believe this. Because they really, they surely they can't. They can't honestly believe that they don't think that something happening to Harry or Meghan would not cause any amount of disturbance in the British public. They can't seriously think that. And if they do, they're delusional. Boy, these people haven't learned from Diana at all, clearly. And let's just remind ourselves of what a former Met chief told the inquest at the time. Michael Mansfield QC, who was hired by Fayed's father, Mohammed, asked Condon why he had not immediately revealed a note of a meeting between Diana and her lawyer, Lord Mission, in which she said she feared her car would be sabotaged. Mission, who has since died, gave the letter to Condon 18 days after the fatal crash, but it was not passed on to the royal coroner until 2003. Until 2003, when a similar letter had been made public by Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell. The inquest story was told. Mansfield suggested to Condon that he did not hand over the letter because you were sitting on it knowing that something had gone wrong in Paris linked to the work of British state agencies. Speaks for itself. Really does speak for itself. When I'm looking at all of this, the most shocking thing to me is that Harry and Meghan didn't leave sooner. It's like they got out literally just in time. You know, there's that superstition about the ravens in the Tower of London, right? They keep ravens, and that if all of the ravens escape or fly away, they even clip their wings so that they can't go too far. That London will fall and the monarchy will fall. And I can't remember if it was either Rahini or Lightside, one of the two, saying that Harry was a raven. Right. And then also with security, they had requested security to bring Archie and Lilibet to the UK in 2020, before the Queen died, but the Home Office and Royal Household blocked adequate security. They do not care about those children. It's just gross. And then you had this fool from GB News. Remember the one who was saying that Harry should leave his wife and children? So he now tweeted, and that didn't go his way at all, by the way. He was ripped to shreds, even by right wingers, for suggesting that a husband and father should leave his wife and children. So he's now tweeted today, "This is disgraceful. The royal family and Home Office should be ashamed of themselves. I had wrongly thought Harry and Meghan not bringing Archie and Lily to the UK was unilateral, a cruel decision on their part. Families should not treat each other like this." I mean, this is one of these talking heads from GB News saying this. I don't believe that, he's saying he wrongly thought. Well, it's your station that's pushing this misinformation. It's always been obvious that Harry and Meghan want to come to the UK with their family just when it's safe. And get ready, because like I said, you're going to see so much more of this. These talking heads faking that they're so shocked that they wrongly thought that Harry and Meghan did this and did that. And now he's doing a 360 after saying that Harry should leave his wife and children. They all know what the truth is. They're just realizing that when it all comes out, the tabloid media and the likes of GB News and Talk TV, they are going to look terrible. And you are going to slowly see them distance themselves from all of the vitriol that they have put out. But we have the receipts. We have the receipts. We have their names and their faces. Names and very ugly faces. There they are, all of them, or most of them anyway. What a sad life to live. All right, let's go to your comments. EB Lynn, you said, "I'm under the understanding that Harry will still have security when coming to the UK in a case-by-case basis with notice. It's not good, but better than nothing. Saw somewhere Harry will appeal." Well, I mean, they're talking about 28 days notice. What would Harry come for that would require 28 days notice? Like, he should just be able to come as and when he wants to and do so safely. And he needs that armed security that he wants to pay for. Yes, exactly, Vera. That is such a brilliant way of putting it. Clipping the raven's wings is trying to cheat fate. And it's what they also tried to do to Harry, right? I mean, such an interesting parallel to draw to the ravens in the tower and to Harry. They very much tried to clip his wings. Because he reminds you so much of Diana. The way he looks, his spirit. And, we now know that they were really keeping him on a very, very tight shoestring. A prince of the British realm was shopping at discount stores and eating budget meat. And living in a box. Phew! He can't cheat fate. Ziggy, I believe someone told Harry that it was time to enact Plan B. What you mean when Harry and Meghan decided to leave? Yes, Linda, they have always known the truth. Now the winds are shifting and they need to slowly pull back. Indeed. Because when all of this goes down and the truth comes out, the tabloid media are going to look really, really bad. Someone needs to do a documentary where they literally go through all of these people and the part that they all had to play in this. Someone actually needs to do a documentary on the British tabloid press. And we need a deep dive into all of these people. Because I feel like even Harry and Meghan's Netflix documentary, it was great, but it really only scratched the surface. Thank you, Black Queen, for reminding everyone to like, comment, share, subscribe. We are racing towards 40,000 subscribers. Hopefully by the time I get remonetized, we'll hit 40,000. Yeah, exactly, Patricia. Giving them notice so that they have a chance to know what's going on, where it's going to be, when it's going to get there. No. All right. Let's go on to the next part. Omid, our friend Omid. So I saw this. He tweeted, "While I firmly believe the Princess of Wales should be allowed to recover without disturbance or prying, it's bizarre to me that the same conscious free papers who hack, harass, who made me feel unsafe by flying drones to stalk me have suddenly learned the meaning of privacy. Those pirates with press cards should have their press cards removed and they should be given clown licenses. Every single one of those Royal Rota rats and everybody in the tabloid media should be given clown licenses. They should have their press cards removed. Now we're flying drones over people's villas. Now they know full well that they cannot get close enough to get a good shot of Omid flying a drone over his house or wherever he was staying. This is an intimidation tactic. That's what this is. Ain't no way you're gonna get a clear photo of anyone up from a drone unless you fly it close. This was an intimidation tactic. But like Omid said, I'm glad we all know what privacy is now. Hopefully, nobody will have drones flying over their villas anymore. I mean, they've really put Omid through it. But everything that they've tried to throw at those who just wanted to tell the truth is going to go straight back to them. All right. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say for today's podcast. Oh, sorry, before I forget, some actual good news. Let me end with some good news. Harry made an appearance via video calling for nominations for the next World Child Awards. So still supporting his patronages and hopefully hopefully he should be able to come back to the UK safely next time they have the awards. But nonetheless, he's come back every time for the families, regardless. And I think that just shows Harry's character and who he is, and that he really cares about his causes. So yeah, nominations for World Child Awards, and what an amazing organization it is, helping families and children who have disabilities. Okay, now I think I am truly done. I will end with your comments. Thank you as always, everyone. You are all so very much appreciated. Please stop showing that ugly faces. Okay. Here's pretty Meghan. I need to know Meghan's dental plan. Perfect teeth. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. I'm pretty sure that I did get your 5 coffees. Let me have a look. Yes, I did. I did. Linda M. Thank you so much for the 5 coffees, Linda. Much appreciated. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Joe, I think you also donated, but I think it came up after we went off air. Thank you, everyone who donates after as well. Much appreciated. And if you were kicked off of memberships when I was demonetized, you can rejoin through Buy Me a Coffee. Pendazy said Harry can't take the throne. There's a whole line in front of him, unfortunately. Well, I don't think Harry wants to take the throne. I think he just wants peace for him and his family. Thank you so much, Suzette A, for the PayPal. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, these people have no boundaries whatsoever. Flying drones. Karen, I think Harry is the only one trying to protect William's kids. Yes. Indeed. Because sooner or later they're going to have to, the press is going to get more and more thirsty. So sooner or later they are going to drag those kids out for sympathy. And everything that Harry is doing will also benefit the Cambridge children. Fighting against the press, fighting against the behavior of this institution, that is like a cult. None of those kids asked to be born into any of this mess. None of these kids asked to be born into an institution where you have to walk to, the family memorial with your nonce Uncle Andrew smiling away in the beginning. Sorry, smiling away in the front. Utterly horrid. J Matt, you said listening on my way to Pilates. Enjoy. Janita, you said Harry's getting hotter the older he gets. California sun and the joy of a steady, stable, loving family, that'll make you look hot too. You have an amazing day too, Tamiko. All right, everybody have a fantastic day. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. And just always remember, in the middle of all of the mess, there are so many amazing things that Harry and Meghan are working on to look forward to. All right. Okay. See you tomorrow, folks. Ciao.
If you would keep me waiting, I would wait a lifetime. In tricky situations, I will be a lifeline. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Keep coming back for you time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah. Baby, I got you, 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 baby, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. Ocean in between us, still I feel your heartbeat. There's something something about you, baby, that makes me feel complete. Nobody's meant to be fighting alone. That's why I'm taking you home. I never felt something like this before, no. Coming back for your time after time. Maybe I'm losing my mind, but I know I'll never leave you behind, no. Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove, yeah, that baby, I got you. No matter the distance, no matter the route, yeah, baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. Baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. And the world is going wild when they call for you. And the river's running dry when it all falls through. Don't you worry about a thing, baby, I got you. Yeah, baby, I got you.
Hello, my royal diamonds. Thank you so much for tuning into the Duchess of Success podcast. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment on the video to help the algorithm find us. It is my pleasure to bring you all of the royal tea, honey. And if you would like to donate to the channel, please check out the links in the description box. All of your donations help to keep the channel running. Thank you for your support, and remember, you don't need a crown to be royal. We are all queens.